Okay, so I wanted to make another video talking about, discussing my thoughts on catchweights in the sport of boxing. All right. Or not just boxing, but combat sports, okay? So here's the thing, all right? These athletes are grown ups. And what I mean by that is no one, at the end of the day, they choose whether or not they want to take that fight and what weight class they're going to be when they do take that fight. And so, what you guys might be wondering, okay, so how is that relevant? Okay, well, a lot of people criticize Manny Pacquiao in his career and how many times he made people, take catch weights and whatnot. Okay, me being it's like these. The way I see it, it's like it's not as if Manny Pacquiao forced these fighters. He had fucking Sujay Knight, is that his name? Sujay Knight come to these fighters' houses and point a gun or shit, hold them out from a balcony window, saying, "Oh," from their ankles, saying, "You better sign that contract to fight Manny Pacquiao at a catchweight, otherwise I'm gonna drop you right here." You see, it's not like this. These are the things that happen. All right. I don't have a problem with. I do. Okay, I do have a problem with catchweights. I do because it disrespects the weight classes. However, that's only in certain circumstances. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, these fighters, they are when they sign these sheets of papers to say yes, I will fight you at this catchweight, or no, I'll fight you at that catchweight. They are basically saying that they can make that weight and fighting there is worth whatever money they're making. They're basically, and if fans want to get mad at them for doing that, well, the person you should be mad about for signing the paper to get these fights are the fighters that are selling their souls for it. All right, that's just my opinion on it. However, in the Saul Canelo, now here's the circumstances where I do have problems with catchweights. The Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G circumstance. For me, it is a problem because Triple G is a mandatory for that WBC belt. It's not as if Triple G is just some fucking 160 pounder calling out Canelo Alvarez. No, he's a mandatory. All right, that means that Saul Canelo Alvarez is obligated to fight Triple G and defend his belt against him. There's an obligation behind it. You can't be the fucking champion and vacate belts. That's not a good look. You see what I'm saying? Unless you're going up to another weight class. But in this case, you are in Triple G's weight class and you are holding his belt. And it's almost like you're holding it hostage. And this is why, and this is the circumstance where I do have problems with catchweights. Okay, you don't go to a fucking division, hold a belt hostage, and not fight your mandatories when it arises. Okay, and I've said this a few times. Floyd Mayweather is my favorite fighter of all time. But yes, I did have a problem with Floyd Mayweather holding that 154-pound belt when he wasn't fighting mandatories. I did have a problem with it. However, in his case, it's not as if he didn't have other fights in the way. He did. It's not as if he was fighting bums in the process. You see what I'm saying? Like Floyd Mayweather's case, there's going to be a point in time where I assess Floyd Mayweather's last 6 fights in detail and why I feel like he's the exception to a lot of the situations. I mean, you guys can argue with me, post in the comment section why I'm a fucking idiot and blah blah blah. But I feel like with what Floyd Mayweather has done and what Floyd Mayweather has, he really strategically placed himself in a position where you have to make these exceptions. Like it's like if he's holding multiple belts in one division, he does have the right to pick any fucking mandatory he wants to fight and not be called a cherry picker because he has these belts. He's obligated to fight these guys. All right, you can't call Robert Guerrero a fucking cherry pick because Robert Guerrero at the time was a mandatory. You can't call fucking Saul Canelo Alvarez a cherry pick because he was a champion. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the kind of the things I'm talking about. All right, but I'll make a video assessing this more thoroughly. Let's get back to but my thoughts on catchweights though. Yeah, I don't think Saul Canelo Alvarez should be allowed to enforce a catchweight when Triple G is a mandatory. In fact, I don't think anyone should be allowed to force catchweights when they have a fighter that is a mandatory for that belt. See what I'm saying? It's okay if you want to squeeze out a little bit more money, but as far as catchweights in mandatory title bouts, that's fucked up. That's wrong, and I don't support that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. These are my thoughts on catchweights. Thank you guys for listening to this this video from a casual fan. I'm not a boxing expert, but like I always say, you don't have to be a purist on anything to give your opinion on something. So thank you guys for listening. Like, dislike, subscribe. I'd appreciate any of that. Leave a comment down below and take care. Thank you.